So we'll start with a quote that I read this morning in the Little Book of Mindfulness. It's actually by Goldie Hawn, which I love her, but she said, if we can let go and trust that things will work out the way they're supposed to without trying to control the outcome, then we can begin to enjoy the moment more fully. The joy of the freedom it brings becomes more pleasurable than the experience itself. Really like that quote for, especially right now, there's a lot of unknowns and shifting and things happening. So letting go of control and just doing the best you can, and practicing mindfulness, staying present. And I think doing what works best for you can help you find that joy. So we'll keep that in mind as we move throughout our practice today. Let's just start in a comfortable seat. Close the eyes down. And we'll start with just some gentle movements with breath. So let's roll the shoulders up towards the ears as we breathe in. Exhale, sigh out the mouth as you roll the shoulders down. Just one more time. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. We'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop right ear to right shoulder. Two deep breaths into your side neck. And start to tuck the chin. We'll roll over to the other side. Tuck your chin. Look straight down this time, stretching the back of the neck. And then start to gaze up, open the throat. And bring your head back to center. Reach the crown of the head up, lengthen the back of your neck by just slightly tucking your chin in. Take a few rounds of Ujjayi breath, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the nose, down the throat. You should be able to hear yourself breathe. And take this time to check in with the physical body, the energetic body, and also your mental mind. What thoughts are stirring around here? And can you let those thoughts go for now and just focus on your breath? And continuing Ujjayi breath, we'll reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, stretch over to your right side, breathing into the side ribs. Send the breath into your stretch. And then inhale, reach up. And exhale, switch sides. Feel free to keep the eyes closed. And come back to center. Bring your fingertips back behind you. Open the chest and look up. Breathe into your heart space. And then start to walk your hands forward. And we'll fold forward, stretching the low back, turning inward. Maybe there's something you can personally let go of control. And walk yourself back up. And we'll turn into tabletop on our mat. And start with a few rounds of cat-cow. Stretching the spine. Moving with your breath. Come back to a neutral spine. Look over your right shoulder. Move your hips to the left. And come back to center. Breathe in. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. And do that a few more times, side to side. And come back to center and just draw some circles with your tailbone and your shoulders. Massaging the internal organs. Also your low back. Nice stretch. And then come back to a neutral spine. And we'll move into puppy pose today. So keep your hips high and drop your arms forward, lower the head down. And breathe into your armpits. So your upper body should feel like downward facing dog. And look forward, and we're going to curl ourselves down to the belly. And press tops of the feet down. And inhale, lift for cobra. Exhale, relax. And keep going with your breath. Again, feel free to close the eyes. And exhale, release. We'll interlace fingertips behind the back. Touch your chin down. Exhale the air. Inhale, everything lifts. Squeeze the shoulders. Maybe you can flex your feet. Exhale, relax. And keep moving with your breath. Last one. Bring your hands back under the shoulders and press yourself up and over the knees for child's pose. Hips will go all the way back to the heels this time. Inhale deeply. Exhale, relax. And then come back up and we'll move into a downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide, tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Stretch back and forth here through your feet. And take a little bit shorter down dog, either walking your hands or feet just slightly closer towards each other. We'll work on a spinal twist in down dog. So see if your right hand can reach over for your left shin and look under the left armpit. Keep your breath long, slow, and even. We'll switch sides. Release this side. On the inhale, you'll roll forward to plank. Exhale, press back down dog. Inhale, scoop and roll through the spine. Exhale, press it back. And inhale, roll forward again. Exhale, press back. Walk to the top of your mat. And fold forward. Option to grab opposite elbows. You can sway side to side. Let your head hang heavy. And then bring your hands to your shins. Lengthen up to a halfway lift. Again, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe into your hamstrings. And then exhale, we'll fold back down. And slowly come up to standing. We'll reach just the left arm up. And stretch over to the right. And use your right hand to press into your thigh. And stay long through both sides of the torso. Release this side, reach right arm up. And over to the left. Release back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant your fingertips. Step your right foot back and lower the knee down. Move your hips forward as you squeeze the inner thighs. Inhale, reach the arms up. Three deep breaths. Breathe into the front side of your body, specifically that right hip flexor and psoas muscle. Then exhale, drop your hands, lift your back knee, step back for plank. Inhale, and exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, lift for cobra. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Actively press your heels down as you lift the sit bones high. Deep breath in and out. Walk to the top of your mat again. And find a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And curl the spine up. Reach your arms high. We'll grab the left wrist this time. Fold over to the right. Option to stay here, or tap your right toes out to the side and find some balance. Slowly release all the way down. Reach the arms up. Grab your right wrist, flow to the left. Option to tap left toes out, find balance. Release the side. Bring hands to your low back. Feet hip width distance apart. Little bend in the knees. And then straighten the legs, open the chest for standing back bend. Next exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And step your left foot back. Lower the knee down. Sink the hips forward. As you squeeze inner thighs, lift the arms. And breathe. Relax your neck and shoulders. So stay active through the arms. We'll inhale and exhale. Place hands down. Lift the back knee, step back plank. Flowing through, if you want to add your upward facing dog, kneecaps and thighs lift. Or stick with cobra. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. And in down dog, bring your big toes together. We'll lift the right leg high for three-legged dog. And next exhale, step your right foot through in between your hands. Pulse the hips as you inhale, lift. Exhale, sink. You can even lift your toes for a hamstring stretch. And then hold your lunge. We'll peel the right arm up for twist. Breathe into your right hip. And exhale, bring the right hand back down. Plant your back heel for warrior one, and we'll rise up to standing. Inhale, look up. Exhale, airplane your arms back. Bow forward. Option to interlace fingertips and fold all the way down. Release your hands to the top of your mat and adjust your feet for pyramid pose. So a little bit shorter stance, both of your legs are straight. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. And then exhale, fold your nose in towards your right knee. And peel your right hip back in space. And keep your feet grounded. A little different here. I want you to try to bend your back knee. Feel that stretch in your Achilles, your calf. Good. And then come back to both legs straight. Deep breath in and out. Move your fingertips out in front of you. And we'll lift the left leg for standing split. Breathe into your right hamstring and bend and straighten your right knee a couple times. Maybe you can lift your right arm out to the side, balance. And place it down and lift your left out to the side, balance. And release both hands down, step back for plank. Option to keep your right leg lifted. Exhale. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, down dog. We'll breathe in and breathe out. Lift left leg high. Three-legged dog. Next, exhale, step through. Pulse the legs. Then stay in your low lunge. Reach the left arm up for twist. Breathe into your left hip. And exhale, release. Plant your back heel down and rise up for warrior one. Inhale, look up, open the chest. Exhale, bow forward, airplane your arms back. Option to interlace fingertips and squeeze shoulders. Release hands down top of the mat. Move into pyramid pose. A little bit shorter stance so both of your legs can be straight. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Nose in towards your left knee. Then keep your feet grounded. Bend into your back knee. Send your hips back in space. And then start to shift weight back to the left leg and extend the right back behind you for standing split. And bend and straighten the left knee a couple times. Then see if you can reach the left arm out by your side for balance. Release. Right arm up. And release. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right foot steps back. Left foot steps back, option to keep the left leg lifted. And flow through. Meet back in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale, lift your heels high, bend your knees, look forward. Hop or step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And curl and rise up. Reach the arms high. And exhale to heart center. And take 3 deep breaths. And inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale into your chair pose. Bend the knees, sink the hips. And bring your hands at heart center, or you can have them out by your sides. Shift weight into your left foot and peel your right foot up, keeping your knees together. So single leg balance. Good. Place the right foot down and lift the left. Still squeezing at the knees. And place the left foot down. And stay in your chair pose. Go a little deeper. We'll add twist. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow over to the right knee. Bring out the spine. Release. Inhale. Exhale, switch. And come back to center. Back into your chair pose. Shift weight to the left foot, lift the right foot. And we're going to transition that right foot back for crescent lunge. Reach the arms high. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, open up for warrior 2. Plant the back heel, open the hips. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left arm up. If you want to try something a little different, your left hand can reach behind your back for the left hip to help externally rotate the thigh. And the next exhale, switch to your extended side angle. Inhale, come up, star pose, facing the side of your mat. Heels and toes out, we'll breathe in. Exhale, squat. Few rounds with the breath. And stay in your squat. And pulse the hips up and down. Three, two, and one. Go ahead, straighten the legs. Turn your left toes back to the top of your mat. We'll move into triangle, side triangle pose. Hinge forward at the hip. Lower to the shin, reach right arm high. Breathe into your left inner thigh, right side body. And then option to add half moon. You can bring right hand to your right hip. Look down out in front of you. Move the left fingertips. And then extend off that right leg. Try to keep your hips stacked one on top of the other. For balance, you can continue to look down. If you want to challenge your balance, you can gaze off to the side or even up. Take a big breath in. And exhale, lower your right hand to the top of your mat and feel your hips close off for standing split again. We'll inhale. Exhale, bow forward over the left leg. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. Then step the left leg, option to keep it hovering. You'll flow through your vinyasa. And we'll meet back at the top of the mat. Take your time to get there. Halfway lift. And exhale, fold. We'll rise up. Exhale into the heart. And then inhale, reach the arms. Exhale into your chair. You can bring hands to heart center. Shift weight to the right foot. Lift the left. Slowly transition back for crescent lunge. Inhale. And exhale, open warrior two. Then reverse warrior. Left hand goes behind the back, reaches for the right hip and upper thigh. And exhale, extended side angle. Right forearm down, left arm up and over. Pull yourself up. Let's move into star pose. I'll face your way. Heels in, toes out. Reach the arms up. Exhale, squat and bring your hands onto your thighs this time. For spinal twist, we'll breathe in. Exhale, right shoulder in. Gaze up and twist. And release. And switch sides. And come back to center and keep your knees bent, but you're just gonna fold forward with your spine, stretch into the hips. And slowly come back up and turn your right foot to the top of your mat for triangle pose. Hinge forward at the hip and lower down, creating 3 triangles in the body. One is at your legs. The other is with your lower arm and front leg. And the last one is your entire body, creating a triangle. Stay here or practice half moon. Release left hand to meet the right. Close your hips off for standing split. Bow forward, kick your left leg high. Exhale, left foot steps back. Then right foot steps back. Option to hover. And vinyasa. We'll meet back in a downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and out. Then inhale, lift your right leg high. We'll open the hip, bend the knee. And exhale, swing through for pigeon pose. Right shin across your mat. Extend the left leg back behind you. Inhale, sit tall, maybe gaze up, open the chest. And then exhale, keep that long spine as you bow forward and stretch your right hip. You do have the option here if you want to add a quad stretch. You can bend the left knee and left hand would reach back for the left foot. If you have a strap, you can use a strap or even a towel. You can also grab your pant leg if you can't quite reach your foot. And start to release, press back up to your hands. Step back, down dog. If you want to add a vinyasa flow here, you can roll forward to a plank and flow through. Or just take a couple extra breaths in down dog, stretching your legs. And then we'll switch sides. Lift left leg high, open the hip, bend the knee. And then swing the left shin through across your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bow forward. An option to add quad stretch. Right hand reaches back for right foot. And to come out of this side, let's roll off to the left hip and swing right leg, both legs out in front. We'll start with a couple spinal rolls on our mat, massaging the spine. And come up to a seat, and we'll work on boat pose. Find your sit bones underneath you, lengthen the spine. And find balance, lifting the feet up. Maybe you can release your arms. And keep lifting your chest. And adding some movement on the inhale, lean back, extend. Exhale, draw in. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Roll into the back. Hug the knees into the chest and rock side to side. You can draw circles with the knees, massaging the sacrum and the low back. And then bring your legs up to a tabletop. We'll move arms out to cactus. And we'll do crossovers for our abdominals. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, left arm reaches over for the right shin. Extend the left leg. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch. Last one. And hug the knees in. Rock side to side. Deep breath. We'll place the feet down and do robot arms so our palms are facing each other. Fingertips up. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, pelvic tilt. Roll your hips up to a bridge. And press your elbows down to open the chest. And focus on taking deep belly breaths. When you start to release, bring your hands underneath your butt and kind of sneak your hands and arms underneath you. Straighten both of your legs, and we'll move into fish pose. Press your elbows down as you lift the chest, and lift your head and look back behind you. You're resting on the top of your head. Again, breathe into your heart space. And release fish when you're ready. And roll yourself up to a seat. And we'll go into butterfly pose, feet together, knees wide. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow forward. Slowly come up. Straighten the legs. Flex the feet. And inhale, sit tall. Exhale, walk yourself forward over the legs. Really nice counter pose for bridge and fish. Breathe into your low back. Slowly come up. Pull your right knee in and keep your right foot on that right side. You're going to try to reach with both arms down that left leg. And then you have an option to work on a bind here, wrapping the right arm around the right leg, and then left hand behind the back. Release and hug with your left arm. Bring your right hand behind you for spinal twist. Release this side. We'll switch our sides. Hug the left knee in. Reach down the right leg. You can stay here or work on that bind, wrapping the left arm and then the right. Take an extra breath. Release. Hug with the right arm. Twist with the left. And release that side. We'll do a few reverse tabletops. Fingertips facing you, feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, lift up, reverse table. Exhale, scoop and round to your L shape. Hover your hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Three, two. Last one, hold in your reverse table for 3 deep breaths. And slowly release the hips. Make sure you have enough space behind you. You can roll the wrists out as you come back down to your mat. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. And take a happy baby. Reach for your feet. Bend the knees, kick the feet up. Massage your kidneys. And stretch your hips and your low back. And then you have your option here for either legs up the wall, shoulder stand. You can lift your hips, support your low back. Or you could also do plow pose, feet behind the head. When you're ready, start to come back down. And we'll move into final relaxation. Extend the legs. Maybe turn the toes in and out a couple times. And then let the toes fall out. You can have one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. Or you can also have arms out by your sides, palms facing up. And let's go back to our breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Breathing in. Letting go. And then start to seal the lips. Breathe in and out of the nostrils. Since we have to leave a few minutes early today, I'm going to actually leave you in Shavasana. So continue to lay down. Take at least a few more minutes to just be still and to turn inward and to allow your body and your nervous system to relax. And a reminder throughout the rest of your day, coming back to our quote, if we can just let go and trust that things will work out the way they're supposed to, without trying to control the outcome, then we can begin to enjoy the moment more fully. The joy of the freedom it brings becomes more pleasurable than the experience itself. So I'll leave you with that. Continue to rest. It was lovely seeing you all. Namaste.